Okay, this is my cell video. This is my cat. His name is Simba. He's he's just gonna chill right there. This is my poster. It's of the plant cell, and I did all of the organelles, but I'm only gonna explain 12 or 13 of them. So the first one is the cell wall, which is the dark green outside border, and that's like it's just extra protection around the cell to help it to keep it from getting damaged inside the plant. And then there's the cell membrane, which is the lighter green barrier portion, and that is a thin layer that surrounds the cell, and it also provides protection and regulates what goes in and out of the cell. And then there's the ribosomes, which are these red dot thingies in the right there. And those are small pieces of RNA and protein found in cytoplasm that assemble the proteins and stuff. And then we have the cytoskeleton, which are these black lines right there. And what they do, they are a network of protein filaments that support the cell and provides its shape. And then there's the mitochondria, which is the orange thing with the squiggle right there. And that is the powerhouse of the cell, and it stores the energy and food in it to keep it going. And then there's the chloroplasts, which is these right there. And they're found in only the plant cells, and they convert the sunlight into energy through photosynthesis. And then there's the lysosomes, which are these pink circles right there. And they are the organelles filled with enzymes, and they're used to break down lipids, carbs, and proteins so the cell can use them. And they're also they're found in white blood cells. And there's the Golgi body, that yellow stringy thing right there. And what that does, it modifies, sorts, and packages the proteins for the cell. And then there's the nuclear envelope, which is the purple one that goes all around it. And that it's a thin membrane that shapes the nucleus and allows the genetic material to move. The genetic material is that right there. And then there's the vacuole, which is the big sac thing right there. And that is just a storage sac that stores water and proteins and other useful materials for the cell. And then our last one is the cytoplasm, which is this box right there. I just kind of boxed it out and put an arrow so you knew what I was talking about. And that is a jelly-like material found inside the cell to give it its shape. And then my three diseases that I found was a Danon disease, and it's a malfunction with the gene that helps the fusion of the vacuole and the lysosomes, and it causes them to fuse very slowly, and that causes the vacuoles to increase. And if it increases too much, it starts to break down your muscle. And there hasn't really been a cure discovered for that one, but medication can be prescribed depending on the patient's conditions with the disease. The next one I found was the sickle cell anemia. This is when the cytoskeleton gets disrupted, and it can lead to this disease. It produces the red blood cells that are more shriveled up and not as round as a normal red blood cell would be. And they're the only potential treatments that doctors have even trying was just a bone marrow transplant, because there hasn't really been anything else that's really worked. And my last one was Alpers's disease, and it's a DNA syndrome, and it can cause dementia, seizures, seizures and liver disease, and it occurs in about 1 in 100,000 people. And most symptoms develop 1 or 2 years. Like that's when they get fully developed. It doesn't usually happen right at birth, and there's no cure and no way to slow the progression of it. And yeah, that's all I have. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Click the like button down below if you think he's cute.